Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corinne. I talk about all things sex, thriving in your singleness, and self-love. And today is going to be a femininity video. We're going to be talking about the masculine. So this video is titled "Masculinity Needs Work." Okay, so make him work. And let me explain what I mean by this. I love men. I think that men are great, and I think that men have a very beautiful and powerful position in this world. Okay, I believe that wholeheartedly. Hopefully, if you're a man in my life, and I've heard them say this, I hope all men in my life feel that I honor and respect them, because if you are in my life, it is on purpose. I'm getting to the point now where if you're in my life, it's very much on purpose, and I choose men who I honor and respect. And I respect these men not just because of who they are, but because of what they do. And that is going to sound, it may not sound good, but let me explain to you. One of the principles of masculinity is to be the keeper of space and time, to be present and active on earth in this 3D. Okay, so when I say 3D, I just mean like, this is a cup, I can touch it, I can feel it, and here's tea, I can taste it, it's tangible, it's actually here. Okay, so women, we operate in the physical, but our power really stems from more of the spiritual realm. Okay, if you think about it, what is the best way to describe this? When a woman can be creative, and men can be creative too, but listen. When the feminine can be creative, and when the feminine can take an idea and bring it to life, and sometimes that idea may not be physical. She may take an idea of, wow, I really want to add more peace to my home. I really want to my intention is just to bring the spirit of peace in this home. And then the spirit of peace comes, okay? Because she has decided and she has cultivated a mindset in her body. She has cultivated, okay, peace will live here. You cannot touch peace, okay? You can't put peace in a box and bring it to somebody, but you can feel peace, okay? And then the masculine would say, wow, I love this peaceful environment. I really want to show the feminine how much I enjoy this peace and how much this peace inspired me. So now I'm going to build a place where we can expand this peace. Okay, so maybe that's a house, maybe that's a church, maybe it's a temple, whatever. So we can expand this peace. Okay, I want to give this piece a container. I want to give it a safe space. I want it to be able to flow more freely, invite more people, do all the things. So men need to do. Men need to work. The masculine, and let me say the masculine, let me not say men because that could be a thing. If you want to identify as masculine, you need to work, you need to do, you need to accomplish, you need to set goals, and you need to crush them, or you need to, knock them out the park, or whatever it is. That is quite literally what the masculine does. Okay? The masculine also has different qualities like accountability and all these kind of things, but for right now, I'm talking about do. So why does the masculine need to do? It needs to rule, okay? This is the earthly plane, and the masculine does that well. It needs to rule. If you think about, I want you to think about a man who all men would say, that's someone I aspire to be. Most likely, they have done something noteworthy. Most likely, they have worked really, really hard. And the person who has done this talks about working really, really hard and shows others the way to work really, really hard. Okay? Like a Tom Brady. And I thought before, I was like, men wear jerseys. Okay? Men love sports and men wear jerseys. But how come men don't wear their friends on their jerseys? How come men don't wear their bosses on their jerseys? How come men don't wear their grandfathers on their jerseys? And I really had to step back and think about this. And I said, oh, okay, a man will only wear another man's name if he highly, 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 highly respects him because he has done something noteworthy, because he has worked. Most men will not put on a jersey that says their best friend's name. That doesn't mean they don't care for their best friend, right? That doesn't mean that they're not really best friends. But most men will not do it. But most men have had in their life some type of sports jersey, whether it be LeBron, whether it be Tom Brady, whether it be Messi, whether it be whoever else. They have worn their name on their back. And I said, oh my God, why would they do that? Work. Men respect other men who work. Men respect other men who dominate. Men respect other men who set their sight on a goal, on a long-term goal, and they accomplish it. And then you say, no, Corinne, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's talk about the bubble. So the bubble is what the NBA did. The bubble is what the NBA did during the, what was it, 2020 or 2021? I can't remember what year they did the bubble. But they basically were in a bubble. Everybody had to test. There was only the teams. So there wasn't this big crowd happening. And so a lot of people say, the people who won the championship in the bubble, they said it didn't count. I said, why would they say it didn't count? Because they talk about there was no real pressure. Okay, no real pressure. Pressure is hard. Pressure isn't easy. Okay, there was no real pressure. There were not the different environmental factors, right? He didn't overcome the mental obstacles of people booing, people shouting the other people's names, people saying whatever. Didn't have to overcome that, right? Like the greats did. And then I was like, oh, okay. Start to get it. I said, okay, the masculine does not respect when it feels like things have come easy. It blew my mind. I said, why do people not believe that the championship that happened in the bubble, why is that not legitimate? Masculinity does not respect easy. I know it's going to blow your mind. I know it's going to be like, but wait, they don't respect it. They'll take it. Okay, they will absolutely take it. They do not respect it. They do not respect easy. I need you to understand this. Masculinity thrives in hard. Because the masculine wants to be able to say, look what I did. Look who I went up against. Look what I had to face. Look at what giants I had to slay. Look at all the things I had to overcome. Look, I did that. The masculine does not want to say, oh, it was 500 people in the NBA championship and, it was pretty easy. No masculine man is going to tell you anything was easy. And if he tells you it's easy, he's going to tell you the story of how it was hard first. Because the masculine wants you to know, I worked for this. I really hope that this example is giving you life. It gave me life when I realized this. Okay, so let me go back to the masculine and feminine. So, if you want to inspire a man to be his best at any level, romantic, platonic, family, whatever, you do him no favors by expecting the bare minimum from him or by expecting less from him. You do him absolutely no favors. Because what that is saying to him is, I don't trust you to have the capacity or to have enough effort or to have the work or to have the fortitude to get this done. So I'm going to lower the bar for you. They'll take it, especially if they're in conserve energy mode. They'll take it. They'll allow you to lower your standards. They'll take it. But the moment that testosterone kicks in and they really want to rev up their masculinity, they will no longer want to associate with you. Because you do not bring out that masculine side of them. You do not expect the best of them. You do the masculine no favors, okay, by making things easy. They do not like it. They do not thrive there. Will they take it? Yes. That's not their thrive level. That is not their thrive level. They don't like it at their core. They will take it because conserve energy is a thing in a man and all people. Like, we would take easy things, but it's not going to be something they cherish. It's not going to be something they really want. It's not going to be something that they really want to talk about because it was easy. Stop making it easy. And not because you want to challenge a man, but because you want to inspire him. You get to say, you know what? I think, oof, let me get into it. Okay. You get to say, I think you are so capable. I have seen you and you have worked really hard on your business. You have worked really hard on creating a beautiful family structure, the way you love your mom, the way that you help your little brothers. It is so beautiful. And I believe you can do this. I've seen you do it before. I know you can do it again. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. Leave it there. Make it hard. Yes. Is every man going to want to be in your presence if you make it hard? No. Because every man is not thriving in his masculinity. But I have talked to men who are not thriving in their masculinity because, like I said, men are some of my greatest supporters. So, hi, men. I have talked to men who are not thriving in their masculinity, and they have told me they want to thrive in their masculinity. I've talked to men who are, maybe don't have a job, don't have a car, don't have a house, and say, I want a job, I want a car, I want a house, I want to be able to provide for my family. So even if they're not doing it, there is this deep core need for them to do it. It is at their core. It is something inside of them, and you cannot change that. If you make it easy for him, he will take it. But you are doing not only yourself, but you're doing the rest of the world a disservice. I can think of a couple exes actually who, if I had let them keep playing around with my time, they would not be doing as well as they're doing. Now, I'm not saying I'm taking all the credit for it, but what I'm saying is, once you say you're better than this, and if you don't want to give me better, hasta luego, sayonara, see you later, come again, thank you, come again when you have it together. You start to, he's like, wait, whoa, so you expect more of me? Yes, I expect more of you. So I can't give you the bare minimum? No, you cannot. But I believe that you can give me the best. I see that for you. I see that in you. I know you can do that. So I just can't talk to you any kind of way? You may not. You may watch your tone. So I just can't take you anywhere on a date? You may take me wherever you feel like it is the best representation of who you are. And we can have a beautiful conversation. So I just can't call you anytime? No, you may not. You can respect my time boundaries and yours. Wait, so I just can't have your body? You may not. There are very high requirements for you to gain access to my body. But I promise you it's worth it. So I just can't stay in my mediocrity? You may not. You are an extremely intelligent man, and we need more from you. We need your ideas. We need the next new thing you're gonna make. We need that. You may not stay in your mediocrity. So I'm gonna have to choose to make a commitment to you? Yes. You are capable of being a decisive man. I believe that. I've seen you make swifter decisions before. So I just can't sit around and do whatever? You may not. You have young men who are looking up to you and who need to know that when they get older, that they have guidance. No, you may not sit around and do whatever. Do you see? At no point are you going to force him to do anything. At no point are you going to belittle him. At no point because the masculine does not respond to snap, snap, snap. Okay, it doesn't do it, because then masculinity gets defensive and says, okay, right? It's very alpha, alpha energy. And so you don't want to snap at a man. You want to tell him, you can do better. I believe in you. I've seen you do better. Y'all, we need more men to stand up in their masculinity. We are doing them no favors by handing them our minds, our bodies, our souls, our emotions on a platter while they sit on the couch in pajamas. And these men are supposed to be building banks. And these men are supposed to be building mentoring programs. And these men are supposed to help us get clean water. And these men are supposed to be taking care of children and guiding them and providing safe neighborhoods. No. Easy doesn't work, baby. That's why women are like, oh, why am I giving men my time and my energy and my money and my body and all these things and he's not masculine? You require no work. You required no work. You required no work. You required nothing of his friends. You required no accountability of his friends. You required him to produce nothing. Men love to produce. You required nothing. Masculinity, loves to produce. You required nothing. And then you as the feminine are like, why can't I flow in my feminine? And it's like, babe, he's flowing in his. It's not enough room. It's not enough room for everybody to flow in their feminine. It's not enough room. Someone has to choose. There's either going to be masculine or feminine. And that's just what it is. Even in all women friend groups, there's going to be like a more masculine identifying friend. And that's going to be more of the friend where here's the time, here's what we need to do, here's the Google Doc, here's the spreadsheet, be on time, all this kind of stuff. Someone has to fall into that role. That is why, like, if you see the symbol of like the yin and yang, of like the balance of the energies must balance out. They must. So it doesn't matter who you are or who you are with, they must balance out. They must. They have to. And I love this in the Bible. God looked at Adam masculinity and said, ooh, it is not good for man to be alone. Like, that is not balanced. That's not working out well for him. That's not working out well. He was fine. He was in the Garden of Eden. He, naming the animals, living his life, being in community with God. And still God was like, that's not enough. It is not good for you to be alone. You need a complement. There you go. So, yeah. Please require more of him. And not because you require more of him just for the sake of more, but you see him as a valuable, capable member of society. And that if he wants to do that, he needs to do more. And you need to acknowledge him and praise him every single time he does it, or the masculine does it. Wow, that was so great. Like, when I'm around little children, and especially little boys, I see this because they need it more. Just because of what's kind of happening around masculinity right now and I don't differentiate between boys and girls, but I tend to do this to the boys more. If I'm around a young boy and he does something for me, I'm 10xing it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, strong boy, helpful boy. Oh my goodness, you made that for me? Thank you so much. That was so sweet. How did you make that? Show me. Come, show me. Puff it up. Puff it up. One time, I just kept getting stuff. Like, I just kept getting stuff from this little boy. Like, anything he found, he like came and gave to me. He was like, here. All right, give it to me. Like, give me the good stuff. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I 10x'd it. Now, you don't have to do that because men aren't little boys. But you do have to find a way to thank him. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I could not have done that on my own. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for doing that. I just, oh my God, I was having such a hard time, and then here you come, and oh my God, I don't know what I would have done without you. Thank you so much. The men who are doing great in the community, be sure to thank them. Thank you for being a safe man. Thank you for being safe male energy. Thank you for being safe masculine energy that I can be around and I feel comfortable enough to be myself. Thank you for holding space for me being safe. Thank you so much for walking me to my car. Thank you for calling me when I did not text you that I made it home safe, just so you can know that I'm safe. Thank you so much. Thank you for buying me flowers. That was really sweet of you. I know you didn't have a lot of time because work has been super stressful, but the fact that you stopped at the store and thought about me and got my favorite kind of flowers, I love that. Thank you so much. That was really thoughtful of you. Call it up, require more, okay? Because in the long run, a man wants to look, masculinity wants to look back on his life and say, look what I did. Look at how I provided for my family. Look at how I, was able to retire my mom. Look at how I was able to keep my sister safe. Look at how I was able to, help my brother grow up into a good man. Look at how I'm able to protect my community. Look at how I'm able to provide resources for my community. Like, no man is going to look back and say, wow, I sat back on the couch. What a great life. They are craving more. So as a feminine essence being, you are going to strongly inspire them to more. I believe you can do it. I believe in you. I know you had that vision and you had that dream. What have you done to bring it to this earth? Wow, I see you had that dream and I see you had that vision and it's going so well. I'm so proud of you. So many people are impacted by what you're doing. Like, you're such a good man. Okay? And this does not have to be romantic. This can be a random man you see on the street. Thank you. Because as much as we may want to say men are terrible and men are bad and demonize men, you need to give that same energy to men who are good men in your community. Thank you so much for being safe male energy. I really appreciate you. I don't think you understand how much it is for a woman to be in a man's presence and for her to feel safe. Thank you so much. Now, this could be a random man on the street. And he's like, huh? But you inspire more safety out of him. And the next time he sees another woman, he's like, ooh, I'm in my safe male energy. Yeah. Okay, it's a beautiful dance that the masculine and the feminine does. So yeah, require more of him. Require more. Require more of him, okay? And in the long run, it is going to make him a better person. It is going to make you a better receiver. It's going to make him a better giver. And it's just going to be a beautiful balance. And all will be well in the kingdom, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I want to know in the comment section, if you are a masculine identifying being, what is one thing you wish people required more of from you? And if you are a feminine identifying being, what is one thing you are going to require more of the masculine people in your life? So if you're a masculine man, one thing you wish people required more of you. If you're a feminine woman, one thing you're going to require more of from the masculine men in your life. Do not forget that I offer one-on-one coaching, and I also have courses that range from 12 weeks to you can complete one in one day. So wherever you're at is where you're at, okay? But the courses are super helpful for going more in depth. There are journal entries. There's really powerful like meditations and prayers and videos that I just cannot put on YouTube. Just sometimes like the subject matter, if I'm talking about like the sensual, sexual realm, like that's just something that I have to put more into a container of people who are ready to invest in that. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and get those courses. One course that I really want to highlight is Sex is Your Superpower. It is a 12-week course if you choose the one-on-one course with me, where you will have access to me. You can ask all your questions, you can tell me all of your deepest fears, and we really work through how to get you to your feminine core to really become that energy of sex and sensuality. And then there's another version of that where I will not be with you, so you will not have access to me, but you will have access to the full 12 weeks. And you can complete it as fast or as slow as you want to, and that will be at your own pace, and those are 2 different prices. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in my coaching container if you feel like it calls out to you. But if not, I will see you in the next video. And do not forget to call the masculine up today. Bye.